Hello, as I'm sure you've heard, Storm Doris is on the way. This time tomorrow we will be right in the midst of the storm. There are a number of warnings in force, including amber be prepared warnings, particularly for the strength of the wind, but also for the threat of some heavy snow for some of us. Now, the storm has really yet to develop, just a little ripple on the isobars and the weather fronts out in the Atlantic. But as we tick through the rest of Wednesday, just look as the storm approaches. It really intensifies, zipping across the UK during the early part of Thursday. In fact, by Thursday evening, the storm has started to clear away. So it's really on Thursday morning we are concerned about the strength of the wind, damaging gusts, potentially bringing trees down, maybe causing power problems. Heavy rain, bringing the risk of flooding in places too. And for some, particularly across the higher ground of southern Scotland, the risk of some heavy snow with strong winds. That means blizzards. Now, there's already some very strong winds across northern Scotland. They'll ease down a little bit through the rest of today. It's a blustery Wednesday. We've got some sunshine, though. Northern Ireland, Northern England, parts of Scotland, plenty of showers here. Southern areas, a grey day with quite wet conditions across much of Scotland. But it is, again, very mild in the south. Temperatures double digits here, single figures further south, and feeling a bit colder because of the strength of the wind. But let's move on and talk more about the wind as they start to increase further overnight tonight as Storm Doris approaches. We'll first start to feel the effects with some very heavy rain into Northern Ireland, then hitting the cold air, snow likely across central and southern Scotland through the early hours of Thursday morning, particularly over the higher ground here. Further south, well, it's another very mild night, 10 or 11 the low. Let's move through Thursday. Just see that storm system there, the circulation, wet weather sweeping south, that snow persisting through the morning, especially the rush hour across the southern parts of Scotland and across parts of northern England too. Very gusty winds over northern England, Wales, the Midlands, and as the storm starts to clear later tomorrow across parts of eastern England also. Let's break it down. We'll deal with the wet weather first of all. Heavy rain over Northern Ireland potentially causing problems, and then this snowy zone may be affecting the central belt, certainly southern portions of Scotland, seeing a lot of snow here. We could see over the hills up to 30 centimetres of snow, and that is likely to cause some problems. Add on the strength of the wind, that means blizzards. Parts of northern England also affected by that. Now the winds, the strongest winds through England, Wales, parts of Northern Ireland, particularly around the middle part of the day coming in through the Irish Sea as the low pressure moves across in and around North Wales, northern England, but then through the rest of the afternoon across the Midlands, parts of eastern England too, gusts of 60, 70 around coast and over hills, maybe 80 miles an hour. As I mentioned, those sort of winds could cause some problems. So just to reiterate, the potential with problems from severe gales, heavy rain and snow. There are a number of warnings in force. Please keep up to date with those warnings on the Met Office website.